Alrighty, everyone, it's time. It's time for the finale. Let's see how this ends. I can't imagine how much is left in the game now that we've done the final assassination, but I guess we're going to find out. Let's head over to the hideout, right? See what Nahal has to say. And again, I have to suspect that perhaps Nahal knew all along that you were something special, right? Perhaps that's why she was always, you know, stalking you the whole game. When you really think about it, she was always following and tracking you, paying attention to what you were up to, and that's probably why. I wonder who she really is. Could Nahal actually be one of the Isu? Maybe she is. Maybe that'll be the twist, is that she's an Isu all along, right? Let's find out. The game's been good. Again, like I said this on my podcast earlier today, I feel like a lot of the stuff in the game is just so extra and superfluous and not needed. Like, for example, alright? Let's be honest here. With the amount of outfits we found, right? The amount of weapons and the upgrade system, was any of that needed? I mean, it's nice to get a little bit of a buff, but was any of that honestly really needed? If you take a look at the world, right? And all the different quest lines and things that have been available in the world, right? What have I completely ignored? Well, we didn't do any of those, what are they called? The contracts? We did none of these, and there was never a reason to do any of them. Because the most you would get is some tokens, maybe a weapon. You don't need them. If you're already playing the game naturally and you're doing things, you really don't need these at all, right? There's no point to it. What about the trials of Baghdad or whatever? I don't even see those. I don't even know if they're listed. There's like 10 of those, right? Again, do they need to exist? It's like if they wanted to add content, and that's what it is. Like they wanted to say there was side content, but it's really just completely extra, you know? And I was talking about how, if you remember, like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there's secret boss monster fights against animals, like legendary animals. And if you beat them with Cassandra, you get like epic weapons, epic armor, and it's really good stuff that you can use in the game to improve your experience, because the game's like 80 hours long. And this game is just kind of like, what's the point, right? Or what about those enigmas, the mystery? What did I get? Like a vase to sell. It just seems like all the side content is just to say there's side content in the game, but really doesn't serve a purpose. It was maybe tacked on later to make the game seem longer, because without it, it's only like 15-20 hours long, right?
Basim, are you well? Basim.
I do not know. You were right, Niha.
She knew all along.
My enemy, Qabiha. She held the answers.
What did you learn?
That there is more to who I am. A truth Qabiha tried to tell me. A truth my master sought to silence. That truth lies at Alamut.
So we ride for Alamut.
Yeah, let's do it. There's nothing else to do. I mean, like I said, the only things left are side content that I really don't need to do. So might as well. Here it is. You'll need to complete Basim's journey at Alamut before returning to Baghdad. So this is the finale of the game. Here we go.
I alone.
You need me.
I need you safe.
I am safe with you, and you with me.
I may find nothing there but danger and death. This is my fate. I will not turn back from it, but neither will I have you face it.
Where you go, there I will go. Where you rest, there I will rest. I will walk behind you every step of the way. You are never alone. Now get packing. We will not leave Alamut until you have found the answers you seek.
Yeah. I definitely suspect her as not being who she says she is. Alright. There's a nice 30 frames per second cutscene. Kevin says AC Odyssey had a lot of grinding. Of course, the last 3 Assassin's Creeds all had grinding. That's what I mean, like, that kind of side content where you're doing side missions, boss fights, you get special armor pieces, lends itself to a game that's longer. What's the point of getting special armor, special weapons if the game's over so fast? You don't really need any of it, right? Oops, forgot to fill my canteen. I'm just as dumb as Phil. I didn't restock my items before a major part of the game. Oh, that sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Oh, it's pure grain alcohol. Son of a bitch, now we're drunk as shit. Blood. What the heck? They were so tired and thirsty that they let their guard down. And now look who saves them. They were being tracked all along. Uh-oh. Is it Ginny time? We're gonna find out what the Ginny is, maybe. Here it comes. It's a mummy. It is an undead mummy. Yeah. What is the mummy?
Noor?
Not the welcome you were expecting, eh? Well, at least you had the fortune to be elsewhere when the Tahirids came for us.
What happened?
Fear Alamut has fallen. I was tasked with finding her. I went into the desert to find other patrols. Then I found you.
Were there others with me?
No. Only
Nihal, I'm telling you, she's not who she says she is.
And Roshan?
I had hoped she would be with you.
Come, brother. We must head out. Find any survivors and cleanse Alamut of its infestation.
Fear I cannot.
He's injured.
How bad? I will make every last one of them pay.
Vengeance is not our way, brother.
Our way? You sit bleeding to death and still cling to this foolish dogma. And for what? Our creed could not protect Alamut. And neither could I.
Oh, he's losing all his faith.
But our beliefs are why you still draw breath. And are why you must save any of us who may yet live.
On that we can agree. You have my word.
Wafaqak Allah, Basim. There is nothing left to say, brother.
Damn.
Go. Save who you can. My horse. Below. She is yours now. Good luck, my friend.
Time for the finale. Like I said, the
Lord,
fact that what's her name
our
disappeared makes me
patrols,
feel like she's not who she
our
says she
training.
is.
Feels
Okay.
like a lifetime ago.
So he has completely lost faith in the Order. The Order, excuse me. The Hidden Ones, the Assassins. And, he's basically in it for himself now.
Our temple. Whatever lies beneath, I must see it for myself. No matter the cost.
Interesting.
All this blood and death. Is this what Qabiha meant by preparing the way? Nihal, please be safe. Wherever you are.
Alright, let's do it. Dabhan says, time to cash in on the music. That's right, listen, it's the classic theme. Everyone dead. Jeez. Their old camp overrun. Damn! Murdering them all. It's awful, Jasper. It's awful. They're murdering all the assassins.
Some of my clan still live. Mentor Rayhan among them.
Whoops. There's a flamethrower dude. So they want me to go that way. And I'm thinking I should go through maybe this cave here. Oh, this cave only has a pile. Never mind. We have to get past both of these guys here, I guess.
Damn you! Hey, you!
Wipe your mouth on it.
Zoop! Resources. I definitely need those. Who the fuck is this guy? Nice! Very good.
Shukran, Basim.
Alright. Shit. I fucked up. Time to blend in. I got my throwing knife back. That was my ability, right? So I could... I'll go on this, and then... Could I use that? I could probably get behind that guy right there. Yep. That was the whole point. So it's funny because this was all like a training ground earlier, but actually it was set up for the end of the game. Who would have thought earlier in the game this would be the end of the game, right? You would have never thought that. But indeed it is. There's another guy. Just casually grab my resources. So they want me to do this first? What about the guy over here? What about this guy? Is he blocking anything? He's the only guy over here. He's the only enemy in this area. I wonder if this is for after. Well, fuck it. I'll kill him now. Right? Because look, there's chests everywhere. This is probably for the second... How much you want to bet for the second half you come over here to restock and shit, right? Alright, I'm not gonna waste it just in case I need it later. So let's go back and get these guys now.
Let us see what your mentor values most. His secret or his students.
So we got these four. No!
The mentor has chosen silence. No fear.
I threw 3 smoke bombs. Will that kill them all? It's stacking damage, right? Yeah, it's stacking. Look.
Our grind. Wait, what? I like these oaks. My turn.
Got him. He had like a tiny bit of health. Nice.
Basim, what? Alhamdulillah. Well, I do not see any others. Come, help me out of these restraints. Basim, what are you doing? Free me. Hey!
What does it look like I'm doing? Can't free with enemies in my face. Okay.
Basim,
How? I thought you were in Baghdad. Where are the others? Roshan?
I came alone, for the same reason these men did. I know the truth, Mentor, about the temple and what it shelters. Our enemies told me as much. They urged me to seek it, because only I could.
You? Thus the Order used the Tahirids to decimate Alamut, because you are their key.
To what? What are you protecting that is worth all this bloodshed?
Ancient ground. For generations, it has been our duty to watch over it. Defend it from the Order, who seek to exploit its secrets. The temple houses its entrance, but Basim, even though it is forbidden, I have searched. There is no means to access it.
Then I will find a way myself.
You must not. It is what the Order wants, don't you see? If what we protect should fall into the wrong hands...
It will fall into mine. Look around you, at what the Order is prepared to unleash upon us. If I can gain the knowledge they seek, it can be what finally gives us an edge in this endless war. This is the way forward. For the Hidden Ones.
Go to the temple. So this has got to be it. This has got to be the finale now. However, my wife did arrive home from work. I hear she's coming in the house, and I got to get Jasper out of here. So if you guys give me a couple minutes, I'll mute the mic, get him out, and we'll resume and finish. Okay? By the way, Casanova, yes. Sonic is tomorrow. And Sonic Hat Goal will be in effect for when I play Sonic Superstar starting tomorrow. So, all right, let me mute. I'll be right back. All right. Surprisingly enough, my wife isn't even home. It must have been another car driving through the neighborhood, and it sounded like they were pulling up to my driveway, but it wasn't. It's fine. Jasper needed a meal. It was his meal time anyway, so I gave him his food, and he's happy down there. So, all right. Let us see how it ends, everybody. Here we go. To the temple. So, what are they hiding? Now, keep in mind, this is a prequel. This story is Basim's prequel story to his interactions in Valhalla. And in Valhalla, if you remember, he, although he is, has the history of an assassin, he is anti-assassin in Valhalla in the plot.
Nothing
so,
and no one shall get in my way. Not now, not when I am this close.
Just run up a
It will take
stab.
more than you to stop me. More of them ahead. Suffice to say,
Run
I
and
am on
stab.
the right path.
What does Jasper eat? A salmon-based, low-grain, high-protein dry food is his favorite. There are other things that, you know, treats and stuff that he eats, but that's his favorite thing that he eats for his daily food.
Our orders were to secure. Don't do anything.
There you are! There you are! Aid! Demon! Your fate is sealed! No! I've got some tricks of my own!
He stabbed.
Save the boredom. What burn? Here! There is no escape!
Now to see if I can
Nah.
achieve what these
Oh.
intruders could not.
Killed everyone in the room. So now, where are we headed? Oh.
What magic is this? Wait, I know this symbol.
Wasn't that the symbol that was on the artifact that he found at the beginning of the game? I think so. By the way, I received a $2 tip from 2-Year Woman. I'm inspired by 1 Minute Man. Have a good day. Wow. How original. Well, thank you for the $2 tip. What an original name. All right. Excuse me. So, here we go, right? Examine. That's right, very inspiring. Haha! Yep, it's the Isu door. And now the true final fight.
You what would happen. Last chance.
She does not want that knowledge being known.
Very well.
Keep the Isu under wraps. Oh shit.
So it has come to this. Killing each other. Is this your idea of a brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is unified. There is no place for those who would set themselves above it.
Is that what you think I am doing?
Wake up, Basim.
He did nothing.
You walk the Order's path. The very people
Wow, you can't hurt her?
or to fight against. You're full.
What if I didn't throw a knife?
Last chance.
She deflected it. Fine. Have it your way.
I trusted you! I gave you everything I had, and you lied to me!
What the fuck is she doing?
You
What the fuck is she doing? Look at this.
The night we
What is
fled from
this?
bar, you
Oh,
I only
dozy
fear
do and around and round while they talk. Everything goes around. Do 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 do. What a great final boss
that a
fight.
young man
Who the fuck
broken
did this?
alone, desperate for
Are you
vengeance,
kidding me?
wanting to do good.
I am still
Do, do,
here.
do, yeah, da, da, up, scoop up, ba, da, ba. Now we go this way. Do, boo, boo, do, boo. Yeah. Yup, boop, boop, up, bow. I said, oop, oop, scuba boop. I said, boop, boop, boop. She's following me. She's on my butt. Boop, boop, I dodge it, dodge it, dodge it.
No good can come from what lies.
What the fuck is this? You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. This is the final boss of the game? This is it. So what if it just does this endlessly? Oh my god. Well, talk about killing immersion a little bit. I mean, what the frick, man? Can you stand the excitement of the final boss? I mean, what's worse, that or kicking Santa Claus in the nuts and throwing him into the water? From Assassin's Creed 2, right? Oh my god. Wow.
Yield.
The only problem is I can't make that a YouTube short because it exposes the final boss and I can't spoil the game, so... Sucks.
Basim. Leave her. Come.
See?
I never wanted this.
See?
But I need to know.
She's probably one of the
I do not
Isu.
want to lose you to what you may find in
Or
there.
she works for the Order.
You do not have to look to the past to know who you are. Who you can be. You can choose, Basim. Put your faith in me.
I tried. And in the end, you thought it best to control me. No different than our enemies.
Yeah, control
Basim.
instead of trust.
Over here.
Kind of like telling a child not to do something and just saying, because I said so, rather than explaining the real reason why you shouldn't do something. Whether it's their safety or whatever, right?
I know what this is.
Of course she does, because she knows who she says she is. Duh.
The key.
The key is Isu Descendant Blood.
She will follow.
No, she cannot. You saw it yourself.
Nice. It's like power-ups from Sonic or something.
More of those objects. I wonder what truths lie within. What stories they serve to tell.
Right, so this looks like an
Whatever
Isu
lies
library
within
where they stored
carries
knowledge.
grave importance.
Right.
For the hidden ones. For the Order of the Ancients. For me, what have we walked into? Where has my path brought us?
You do not want to know why anyone was brought to this place.
So, this looks incredibly similar
Are my
to
eyes
Desmond's
deceiving me?
thing from Assassin's Creed 2, does it
Are
not?
you seeing this? Nihal?
I am. I am here.
Wherever we are, it was built long ago. To serve what purpose, I do not know.
I do.
How?
I do not know.
Nihal, you are worrying me.
Because they're, you know... I think what it is over history, the Isu selected different humans to be like Adam and Eve and be like the progenitors of knowledge or whatever. I think that's what it is. And so they kind of remember things that they shouldn't remember because they're remembering those memories of the Adam and Eve characters, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Look in here.
Okay.
I know this place. Nihal?
All right. That looks like a sarcophagus. There's probably a mummy inside.
It cannot be.
Huh. The real Nihal.
Why do I know this?
This is part of your reality, Basim. I am a part of your
See?
reality too.
She was always in his head.
I will walk behind you every step of the way. It was your idea to steal from the palace. Enough! Let me out of here!
How? What? What are you?
Look! See for yourself!
Show yourself! You dare to hide from me
Cool
now?
lighting. Look at that red lighting on
After
it.
all you have put me through! Where are you?
So, we'll figure out what's really going on now. But again, this is supposed to be before the events of Valhalla. If you remember in Valhalla, he's the one who locks Ivor, right, inside of the machine or whatever, and he escapes.
The Jinni in my dreams. The figure from these visions. They are one and the same. Is this what I have been seeing? The memories of a life long ago. Are they mine? Is that why the Jinni feels so real? Tormentor. The source of all that ails me. If this is so, then I must face you. No. Why am I seeing this?
They disappear. Let's keep following these. Alright.
This space. As I move through it, I see nothing but the memories that stir my soul. In these moments of adversity is when I felt the Jinni nearest. That unrelenting fear, paralyzing me in my weakest state.
Memories. Memories of another life? Memories
I
of
never
an
understood
Isu?
what it was born of, or why it haunted me so.
I don't know.
But I am beginning to remember. I am in a cold cell, begging for it all to stop.
Like the Plague Tale ending? No. Plague Tale ending was dark and vague. This is gonna have a tie to the
Who I
Isu
once
plotline that no
was
one's gonna
may
understand.
seek
Watch.
retribution. But if I am to move beyond this pain, then what I want is peace.
What
It
happened?
is time to put an end to this.
Whoa. Okay.
The cell. My cell. I am nearly there. No going back. The Jinni. I can hear it.
It's singing. That's its singing voice you hear. Lo 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 in the background. The hell? Oh, I'm controlling him now? Oh, I didn't realize we were controlling him. What are we doing? Leap of faith? Leap of faith. That's weird that they give you control right in the middle of a cutscene.
I know you now. I see you for what you are. A crippling memory from a past life. And that is where you will remain. It is over.
No, Basim. It is only the beginning. For us. For what lies ahead. A deeper understanding of the world we left behind. And our place in it.
All my life, I wrestled with who I was. Who I was meant to be. And there you were. All this time. The side of me I resisted.
His other personality.
A reflection of who we once were.
Of who we shall be once more. There is so much that awaits us. A new world. Let me show you.
I will never see you again, will I? Will I be alone?
You are never alone.
You have 10 other personalities to talk to in that messed up head of yours. Alright, and then they turned into ink in the middle of, like, water. Excellent. Great. Okay.
How long has it been?
Nice master outfit. So did he absorb all his previous knowledge, and does he remember this now? Right?
It is done. You made your choice. Now, I make mine.
So she quit. She didn't die, she quit.
Wada'an, Roshan bint al-Ahad. It was an honor. Come, Basim. We have much to discuss.
Huh.
That we do, Mentor.
So we're still not done. There's still more? I don't know. And again, this is Basim's prequel story, right? So how did he end up later on in that machine that Ivor finds him in Valhalla? And how does that tie into the modern day plot line from that game? Right? I don't know. No, I didn't notice. Dabhan says they just revealed Roshan's family name, Ibn La'ahad, which is Altair's family name. This is a prequel to Altair's plotline, correct? Oh, look at that. His eagle no longer answers to him. Instead, the eagle attacked him. Wow.
This memory I buried of this place, this prison, the torture I suffered here, it festered for years. In darkness and dreams, masked as a jinni, to haunt me and hollow me, until it consumed my waking life. But I have faced my past, my pain, embraced it. I shed my skin once, in another time, another place. But I am whole again. I remember. And as for those who thought to bind me, should any of them still walk the earth, I so look forward to our reunion. But until that day, a new world awaits.
So, this is why in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, he knows who he is, and he knows all about the Isu and everything when he runs into Ivor. Because in this game, he fuses with his past memories and becomes basically an Isu again. Although he is still human, he still has all the knowledge of his previous life as an Isu, I guess, right? Yeah. Stealthy Kubo says, if you remember at the end of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ivor traps Basim in the machine. In the present, Layla finds him and he traps Layla. Right, because he, again, you're right. You clarified that for me. That's right. And so Layla's in the machine, and that's how she interacts with Desmond, correct? Because Desmond apparently is still alive in the machine as well. If I remember correctly, the plot. I think that's how it goes, right? So this is his prequel story. That basically someone had made him forget who he was as an Isu, and now he's been rejoined with his memories as an Isu. What's weird is that I thought the whole understanding was that this was going to be the continuation of his story, and it very much was not. This is just a prequel story to who he was, right? For sure. So that's kind of interesting. Is there anything after here? Anything after to add, or is that just it? Oh, here we go. Shukran. Congratulations on completing Assassin's Creed Mirage. You may return to Baghdad with all your gear and equipment from before the final chapter of his journey to Alamut. So Dabhan says, here's the true explanation. You ready for this? Loki escaped into the Isu machine during Valhalla. he now entered Basim, who is a reincarnation of him, so he has Loki's memories. I have no idea what the point of this was. Yeah, so you're right, and that was right. That's where Valhalla ended, is that Basim was Loki, and he was going off to do things, and you didn't know what he was going to do, because he freed himself from the machine, and he trapped Layla in, and when Valhalla ended, that was like the epilogue was that, okay, so Layla's going to work with Desmond in the machine to do something, to save the world. Meanwhile, Loki is out free in the world to do whatever he wants in Basim's body, because he really is the reincarnation of Basim or whatever, right? Right. And that's where it ended. I thought for sure this game would be the continuation of that story, and it's just a prequel. It's literally just a 20-hour prequel of his backstory, of how he regained his memories and joined the Assassins, but honestly, that kind of erased the whole purpose of the game, did it not? The ending erased the whole purpose of ever playing the game. Because here's the thing, and I've told you guys this before, I don't like prequels, okay? I just don't like prequels. I think that prequels are meaningless. If you're going to have a prequel, just give me a cutscene, you know? Or give me a little mini story. I don't need to watch a 2-hour movie prequel. I don't need to play a 20-hour game prequel, because I already know what happened after, right? So, I'll be honest, yeah, that's kind of a disappointment. I think the ending of the game was fine, like it was good gameplay, but that story ending is disappointing as heck. Because, man, I wish that there had been a point to that, and there really was no point at all. I mean, it's nice. Baghdad was a nice location. The graphics were great. The gameplay elements were good. But what a disappointing story ending, right? Ugh. By the way, I just want to do a quick shout out because there was a tip here that's been waiting. I got a $2 tip from Wolong's Fallen Shits. I'm enjoying your playthrough. This is a great game. Well, thank you to Wolong's Fallen Shits. Wow. All right. Well, so overall, what are my thoughts about Assassin's Creed Mirage? Okay, I would say it's a fine game if you like the classics, and if you wanted to see a more modern take on those classics, adding in the better parkour, some more advanced combat mechanics, basically all the tools from the entirety of the series, right? Then you're going to get that in this game. It's a fine 20-hour experience. There's a lot to do. The missions are fun. The story's not bad at all. And the one disappointment that I would say throughout the game, I mean, obviously besides the silly bugs that kept happening. I mean, did you see the final boss fight? What the heck, man? I mean, that was a horrible final boss fight. It glitched to no end. But outside of the silly bugs, my one complaint is that they wanted to make it feel like there was more content than there was. When there's all these optional side missions and they literally don't do anything. Like, there was no point to doing a single one because you get enough crafting components and money just through the standard game and pickpocketing to do everything you need. There's no point to ever touching them. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I even bother to do one of those side missions? They're pointless. So that is kind of annoying. I think that those side missions make more sense in a game that would have been 40, 60, 80 hours long. But in a game that's only 20, it doesn't really add much. And it's just there to be done, correct? So in that regard, yes, that was definitely a disappointment. But outside of that, if you like the more classic stealth, planning, using tools, chain assassinations, you know, the takedowns, and rather than, head-up combat at every moment, this is a better game for that, for sure. It is a return to form. It would be good. I told you guys this, too, when we were playing Valhalla. And some people started asking me, do you think that this formula is kind of dead? And I said, what I think Ubisoft should do, there's no reason to not continue that open-world Witcher-esque style of Assassin's Creed game. But what they should definitely do is they should make it optional. You can play that series if you want, or they should actually have a series that's back to the roots of Assassin's Creed. Because if you remember, it had been so long since there had been a game like this that Ghost of Tsushima came out several years ago, and everyone said, wow, Ghost of Tsushima is actually what Assassin's Creed should have been. The assassinations, the better combat, the story, that's what it definitely should have went in the direction of. Instead, it went a different way to copy Witcher. So I'm okay with them having two series, for sure. Have your mainstream Assassin's Creed games that are old school assassination style, that are shorter experiences like Mirage was, and then have the longer 40, 60, 80 hour open world RPG experiences that are much longer and have better, or not better, but more elaborate content and time to sink into. But they have to make them meaningful. And I hate to say it, this game just doesn't feel meaningful because that plot had no significance. All it is meaningless backstory to Basim. And that's very disappointing to me. Like, really, that's very disappointing to me that that's what that was. I wish that I thought it was going to tie into Ivor's story and have other things. It had zero significance to anything that's happened in the last few games. So I'm happy that I hope this game does well. I hope that it's successful, and I hope that people enjoy it and we'll have more like this, because I would like to play more like this in the future. But dude, the story was so underwhelming and it ends like, what a waste of time. I hate to say it, I feel like I wasted 20 hours, and at least the gameplay experience was a good one. Can you imagine if you played for 20 hours, at the end of 20 hours, you're like, damn, I played it, I didn't like the game, and the story sucked, right? So at the very least, the gameplay was good, and it felt like it was a good journey. But dude, they've got to now make new stories for these games. They're all backstory supplemental, because that's a shame. I mean, if you were to ask me, what do I like better, the open world formula or this? I think they both have their strengths, but at the very least, this game I just played for a week straight. Like, it came out on a Friday, I played it through till Monday, and we just finished it. You know, there's a couple days I didn't play it, but for the most part, every day I was playing it. I never felt bored. I never felt like it was stale. I never felt like it overstayed its welcome. I never felt like it was too repetitive or doing too much of the same. And that's because it was 20 hours long. The other games, you know, Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, oh my god, there's too much. It's too much grindy content, too much open world RPG stuff, and they just overstay their welcome to the point that when you finally get into the end, you're like, is it ever going to end? Can I just see it end now? You want it over. So maybe they need to find that sweet spot in between, right? Maybe 20 is too short, 60 to 80 is too long, maybe 40 hours? I don't know. Like I said, I do feel like the optional content perhaps would have felt more important if it actually helped you in the game. It didn't. Like, that armor, the weapons, you didn't even need it. The game was so short that it didn't feel like it was adding anything to get the optional stuff or do the side content. The side content did not feel meaningful. So maybe they got to find that happy medium, but I don't know. I get the feeling what they're going to end up doing is they're going to do half and half. They're going to probably do you're going to have the open world games in different time periods, because isn't the next one they're making, didn't they say it was going to be one of those games where the world changes over time? So it starts off in one way and then maybe like there's another time period or something like that, right? I think that's what they're saying. That it's going to change over time and evolve, something like that. I forgot what they called it. So it's going to definitely be different from the previous open world games or whatever. But I definitely feel like it was good, but not as good as it could have been. The story was my big disappointment for me, okay? But anyway, I want to say thanks. You guys were a great audience the entire time I played this game. For those of you who were here over this, week and a half, you absolutely were a great audience. We had a lot of fun together, right? And I hope that you guys enjoyed the playthrough. Thanks to everyone who was here live and supported. For those who are watching on demand after the fact, I hope you enjoyed it. I did my best to play it as quick as I could and do as much meaningful stuff as I could in the time before we got to the new stuff, which is perfect because new games actually hit tomorrow. So this was like the absolute perfect time period to play and finish the game. But thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I did. A little disappointed with the ending of the story, but as a game, I think it's a fine assassin game, which is what we've been looking for the longest time, with no assassination kind of style stuff. To go back to those roots was a good thing. And I'm looking forward to see what they do in the future. But again, I really do hope that they go in a direction where everything's meaningful. I feel like this is a 20-hour side story that didn't need to really be told. But then again, a lot of people say this was supposed to be a DLC for Valhalla. It was supposed to be like a $20 standalone DLC, and they ended up turning it into a $50 game by extrapolating upon what they originally wanted to do. So there you go. But anyway, that's it for Assassin's Creed Mirage. I thank you all, whether you watched on stream or you watched on demand, maybe a combo of both. And if you supported in any way or engaged with the content, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you for whatever next Assassin's Creed journey is headed our way. Peace out, and I'll see you then.